We are going on a journey to the farthest points of space that we have known so far. Get ready for this mysterious journey. We are starting our magical adventure. We are 80 kilometers above where we live now, at a distance of 1 hour. We are slowly rising and going to the nearest celestial body to us, the Moon. Dozens of astronauts have come here before, and some of them have walked on the surface of the Moon. He is currently about 400,000 kilometers from home. We're 3 days away by spacecraft. It's so close, it's like we've never been away from home. The familiar, safe footprints of Neil Armstrong, the first man to land on the Moon, are still standing here. Because there is no airflow to change them, these footprints will remain here for millions of years. Now we're going farther, and we're seeing 100 friends in the dark a little bit. There are yellow clouds around Venus, whose name is known as the goddess of love, and because these yellow clouds reflect sunlight, it is the brightest planet in the solar system. He is a brother for the world, the same size, but there is a huge network of poisons under these yellow clouds. The planet's atmosphere is choked with poisonous gases. The weather is dangerous and hot, almost 500 degrees. Nothing can survive here. Although it looks so beautiful from the outside, it's a complete hell inside. Thousands of volcanoes are constantly erupting. We're leaving right now. We are very close to the sun right now. We are in a very dangerous position. Everything is telling us to go back to Earth. But who can resist this beautiful landscape? Our light is our life. The sun is a distance that will last 20 years with a 150 million kilo plane from home. If the sun went out at once, it's so far away from us that we won't know about it for 8 minutes. It is so big that 1 million worlds can fit into it. We are very close to it. The temperature is where we are standing right now. The temperature inside is over 10,000 degrees, and the temperature is 10 millions of degrees. But this will stop one day. The sun will also run out of fuel, and when the sun dies, it will also be the end of the world. Leaving it on its way, we move to the red planet Mars. For centuries we have looked to Mars for signs of life, for companionship. Mars adorns our imagination much more than all other planets. But it's red here and it's death. According to one theory, life began here millions of years ago, and from here moved to the world. You know, Mars could be the planet of our ancestors. If that's true, we're all Martians. There must be other secrets in space waiting to be discovered. It's getting scary in here. Look like being in a giant computer game. These are asteroids, some of them hundreds of kilometers wide and moving at a speed of 80,000 kilometers per hour. Most planets were formed from the merging and growth of these asteroids. Jupiter is 680 million kilometers from our house and at least 1,000 times larger than the Earth. But this giant planet consists almost entirely of gases. Look at this, the famous red stain. A storm that is 3 times the size of the Earth and has been going on for 300 years. We are now entering into it. There are lightning flashes constantly in this storm, and the lightning on Earth is a small KIV next to the ones here. Therefore, it seems that the safest way to watch Jupiter is to look at it from afar. Nothing is as it seems here. The universe is full of contradictions and pitfalls. We are 1,195,000,000 kilometers away from the Earth. Saturn is the main gas ball of our solar system and is so light that it can float on top of water. These rings are made up of billions of snowballs. We can stay here forever in the snowballs, some of which are the size of a house, and watch the seductive charm of Saturn, but we have to separate ourselves from here. We still have faraway places to go. We are in the most similar place in the world right now. On Titan. There is rain, seasons, rivers here. How similar it is to the Earth. But it's not water in these rivers, it's liquid natural gas. There are thousands of times more than oil and gas in Burr. If we can take these to Earth, we can provide a power source for thousands of years. He's one of the world right now. We are 5 billion kilometers away and we can't see the world anymore. As we move forward, we encounter many celestial bodies in space. From House, the farthest object we can see at a distance of 13 billion kilometers is called Sedna here. It is so far from the Sun that it takes 13,000 years for the Sun to rotate around it. Wait, there's something else here, something from us. At a distance of 16 billion kilometers from home, that is, from Earth, the spacecraft Voyager is one. If it weren't for this antenna-looking spacecraft, we wouldn't have any idea about planets and celestial bodies at this distance. It moves 20 times faster than a bullet and sends messages to the world. He keeps some secrets about us inside. A greeting message recorded in different languages and a map showing the location of our planet. Do you think such an invitation is wise at very distant distances of space? Any entity can receive our message and knock on our door. Friendly or otherwise, we are 800 billion kilometers away right now, but actually in the vastness of space, this is a baby step. There are still trillions of kilometers ahead of us. Until now we were looking inside, but now we are looking outside. It's time to decamp into interstellar space, a spectacular view. It has billions of stars like our Sun, and there are billions of planets orbiting most of them, perhaps similar to our Earth. We are 4 trillion kilometers away from home. The spacecraft is a journey that will take 1,000 years, and we have only just reached the next star from ours, the next solar system, Alpha Centauri. We are so far away now that the kilometers have become meaningless. We need to talk to light here now. It takes a year for a light beam to travel 1 trillion kilometers. Then 40 trillion kilometers means 4 light years from home. This is a crazy thing. The distances are so great that it is impossible to grasp. 20 light years from the Earth, that is, 20 trillion kilometers away from the star Cries 581, and look, this planet orbiting in its orbit is at an ideal distance from the Sun, just like the Earth. If it was closer, the water would evaporate. If it was further away, it would freeze. This is an ideal environment for life to be developed. If there is life here, they could be that far away, picking up our TV signals and watching our TV programs that were broadcast 20 years ago. But we still need a lot more time to be able to communicate with this planet at this distance. This is 65 light years from the vast Earth, that is, if you connect to a star 65 trillion kilometers away. You can listen to Hitler's radio speech from 1940. We are much further away. Here we meet 7 stars side by side. They are known as the Seven Sisters. The constellation of Orion, according to legend, the ancient Greek god of them on the shoulders of the daughters of Atlas turned into a star in this giant paradise with their father to relieve Bidliger's biggest we've seen so far. The brightest star, our Sun, is about 600 times larger, so you can see now if I can fit into 100 million world, isn't a planet not a star, unlike anything we've seen before 1300 light years away from Earth, and the ghost of Orion, a cloud of dark dust and gas forms stars within the cloud will soon. They are about to be born now, but there is still time. The birth of a star is one of the greatest creative wonders of the universe. What are we seeing right now? It hangs suspended in space. This is the image. It is a masterpiece. The movements in it can reach a speed of 200,000 kilometers per hour. Stars are born, grow, die in the form of a huge horse's head prancing through space. And then what happens? Here is the answer to this in this image. You are watching the death of a star right now. His exploding energy is throwing out what's inside, and if it hadn't been for his inclination, none of us would have existed today. Look at the whiteness in the middle of it. Its name is a white dwarf. The ghost of that dead star weighs so much that about a teaspoon is more than a ton. Our sun will also become a white dwarf 6 billion years from now. So he's going to die. We're going to a star cemetery right now, and we're 6,000 light years, quadrillions of kilometers from home. The eye of the storm is a rotating and pulsating star. A pulsar is 20 kilometers wide, but the tip of a needle weighs about 1,000 tons. There's a lot of radiation here. It was the deadliest image we've ever seen. We are going further. We feel something strange. It's like there's an evil presence here. The only thing we don't want to face is disbelief. He is the face of extinction. A black hole, instead of turning into a white dwarf or pulsar, continued to attract and became a black hole. He becomes so small and has such a great gravitational force that even light cannot escape from him. There is no matter inside the black hole as we know it. There is no time and space. All the laws of physics change there. The truth is that no one knows where this black hole is pulling. Beyond even our perceptions, we are at the limits of human understanding. This big star is drowning in that small black hole. We have traveled a distance of quadrillions of kilometers. But we still haven't been able to get out of our own galaxy. The Milky Way galaxy, and a vast and half-vast universe is still waiting for us. The wonders, the dangers, they're all there. We are 7,000 light years away from home, and it's as if we are still inside our galaxy. These light games are so impressive, as if we had encountered a landscape, that everything we have seen so far was inside the Milky Way, that is, a tiny part of space. We're in intergalactic space right now, millions of light years away, and every point we see here is 2 decimals as big as our Milky Way galaxy. The Andromeda Galaxy, which is 5 million light years away. There are millions of stars and millions of planets in each galaxy, and trillions of these galaxies are present in space. Now we see the spiral galaxy so far away that if we send a message from here to our house, to the world, it will take 27 million years for the message to reach the world. We have gone even further from home. We are exactly 2 billion light years away. The beginning of time is almost here, and we are encountering a quasar. Quasar, the most deadly thing, is the brighter quasar from the juxtaposition of trillions of galaxies. It is so big that the human mind cannot imagine such a magnitude. The stars remain much smaller next to him than a grain of dust. You see an explosion here. We all watched the trace of this explosion on our televisions. If you've ever witnessed the tingling on a TV without antenna settings, that's the trace of the explosions here. The trace of the Great Big Bang, which is about 130 million light years away from the Earth. Our estimates about